Hi, I'm Christine. I'm here today to tell you about a new product that I think is going to help you choose your awesome colors better. These are fabric color kits for the 12 seasons. These are the colors that everybody wishes they could remember and take home with them at the end of a color analysis. And you might have seen them before in the Analyst luxury drapes, full-size drapes that help you picture your closet. Once your color analysis is done and your season, your group of natural coloring is identified. Not all analysts have the luxury drapes, and so you may have just seen the test drapes. Like the neutral color fabric kits, these come in a slim, portable envelope. You can take it shopping. The neutral colors, there are 12 in those kits. These have 15. Same 9 by 4 inch size, so it's big enough to work with your color palette, big enough to see what color harmony looks like and how it behaves, make outfits with your neutral colors, visualize combinations, and get a mental snapshot of your entire closet. Let's explain some of the words. What does season have to do with what you wear? Does it mean that you change up the colors that you wear when the seasons outdoors change? No, actually it's kind of the opposite. What looks really good on you is when you wear the colors that you are. What red is going to look more belonging and natural and enhancing to your face than the red that's already in your face. And your colors don't change every single month, so the colors that you wear are not going to change every single month. You might use the same colors differently, but the basic color palette, that stays the same. Well, the name of the game is figuring out what are the colors that are in you. How your coloring works is this. You've got a version in you, everybody does, of every color. Everybody's got red, blue, yellow, green, neutrals, white. How do I know that? Because you've got the built-in pigments that can make every color. You may know from painting or color theory about the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. Different systems have different primary colors, but there's 3. And from them, you can make any color. Well, you've got red in your hemoglobin, and you've got yellow in your carotene. Everybody does. And you have blue in your melanin. Let's say melanin would be blue, brown, and black. Built in, you have the ability to make every color, and you do. Well, this story gets even better. Every color in you has the same color settings. What that means is that the slider on the warm to cool scale for every color in you has the same setting. And the slider on the how soft, how bright scale has the same setting, every single color. And the sliders on the light to dark range, 2 sliders, got exactly the same setting. And so your color group, where the settings are for all the colors in you, that's your season. It's like a filter. When you look out your window, you see morning light and it affects every color equally. So every color, same settings. This is not a selective filter. It doesn't warm up your blues and cool off your greens. It doesn't do that. Everything behaves the same. So if you're a true autumn, say hello to your rainbow. Because I like theory, but I like it applied to something. Well, what are we going to do with this great knowledge that we have? We're going to figure out your colors. We know they can be put into groups. And so here's true autumn's colors, taken from the theory of all the colors with the same settings. This filter is set for warm light, soft, darker light. So we're not talking warm light like noontime. We're talking like late afternoon light, warm evening light, every color under the same light. Now, a true autumn colored person wearing true summer's color filter, well, that's just kind of strange. It's somewhere between strange and hard to see. What it looks like in real life is aging. They look older. A true autumn couldn't find a great lipstick in true summer. They would look too blue. She wouldn't find the most belonging reds because she's looking in reds that have nothing to do with the ones that are in her. So there's always going to be a little bit of a clash. So there are certain optical effects. Certain things happen when we wear colors that are different from ours. Different wavelength, different energy. things happen that we can recognize. Well, that's what color analysis is. It's looking at people with these different colors and looking for those optical effects. We all have a light surrounding us that comes from inside us. It sounds very namaste and new age, I know that. But it's just biology. The way vision works is that light goes in here and makes a picture up here. That's all it is. So if you're a true spring, this is what others are looking at. You can see the sunlight beaming out of these colors. Every color is under the same kind of light. So there's a harmony that brings them together because they share these same color settings. You could put them together in outfits. They'd be gorgeous. Put them on a person who is made of these colors. Seriously, very gorgeous. This is where she's going to find her lipsticks. Bright spring colors. This is where winter ends, at least where I live, if winter's ever going to end. And spring's getting geared up. So the light is very clear, and there might be like a little bit of snow still hanging around, and those first flowers coming through the snow are brilliantly colored. Bright spring's rainbow. I'm a structure and systems person. I like function and I like application, which is kind of funny for being in the appearance industry. But I like applying theory to the real world. And so I'll always put function before aesthetics. I don't care how well something looks if it doesn't actually work. And so that's why I chose this color system, because there's so much history and emotion and trend and status around appearance and all those feelings. You got to hang them on some kind of facts, because other people are not going to share our tastes and our preferences and our histories and our judgments and our worries. It's like buying a house on emotions. Yeah, I really like this. And I texted the pictures. My daughter gave me the thumbs up. I'll take it. Nobody's going to do that, right? You're going to say, like, do the walls hold up the roof of this place? And what's holding up the walls? Well, appearance is the same. You need to have some kind of structure to hang all those emotions on so that other people can appreciate what they're seeing when they're looking at you. Here's me, pre-color analysis, wearing what I liked in the jean jacket. It's very funny to look back on these pictures of myself. It's okay. It's not better than okay. Then I'm starting to find my way. I have looked at my colors, and I've seen that once you've seen it, you can't deny it. There is no going back. So it's not that, so in the olive sweater, I'm wearing my dark winter filter. Neither one of them is bad. The point is just, if you can only wear one, if you got $500 and you can only look like one person, who are you going to pick? I picked the one in the olive sweater. I think this woman looks more in the game. She looks like she has more character. She's more present on the page. I'd be more aware of her in the room. I think she looks closer to the real me. I also think that she looks like an adult. Emotions are kind of a luxury when you're identifying your colors, because they're actually everybody else's emotions and ideas and opinions all piled up in front of you. You got to get rid of all that stuff. You got to start clean. Just start with who are you and what is really going on here when you wear certain colors. And we do that with the optical effects that we talked about. That's what a color analysis actually is. And so aesthetics, great. Bring on all the beauty and all the emotion you want, but build the system first so you get your colors right. Next point of jargon, what's a test drape? What's the difference between a test drape and a luxury drape? The test drapes are the colors that we do the analysis with. Very technically specific colors that are chosen to create certain reactions in different types of coloring that the analyst is looking for so that she can identify your color season. Some people have a talent for color. Most people have feelings. They just like certain things or what other people have taught them to like. I didn't have either one. I had no special aptitudes when it came to what colors look good on me. I couldn't pick one. I couldn't pick a white. And I had no aptitude for how colors look good together. And I had no emotions attached to color. Wasn't sure there was a better option until I saw one, until there was this system that showed me. And then there was no way to think about it otherwise. And I thought it was kind of cool, the way that it all works. And the fact that it could work for anyone. This wasn't, nothing special about me. Harmony does not mean disappearing into your clothes. It means becoming easier to see. It means becoming more in focus, more present. You come forward as yourself. Your clothing doesn't come in front of you. It's you that comes forward. It felt really good at some point along the way to realize that there was no need for me to feel less than because I couldn't pick one single good color. Nobody's outside the world of color any more than you're outside of the world of food if you can't make up a cake recipe from scratch. Whatever, you don't have to make up recipes from talent. You just go find a recipe. Well, this is the same way. Your season palette, it's your color recipe. Any of those colors could be part of your wardrobe. There's no reason that they couldn't, but they're not chosen for that. They're chosen to be technically very, very specifically harmonious with one of the 12 groups of coloring or not harmonious with the others so the analyst can make certain decisions. So during the analysis, personality, preference, emotion, out the window. We don't even talk about that stuff. What is going on when this person wears this color? What changes? Where does it change? And how much does it change? Okay, so that's a test drape. What's a luxury drape again? The luxury drapes are the colors that you're going to wear. These are the colors and the textures and the textiles that are going to make your closet, from what we know about the color analysis, what your color settings are. Because you come to the end of your color analysis and you're like, okay, color analyst, I have sat here for an hour and a half and I have watched this process. I get it. I know why I'm a dark winter. I know why I'm not a light spring or a light summer, or why I am a light spring or a light summer. So great. I saw, what am I going to wear? What am I going to buy when I go into stores? Because so far I have seen 6 or 7 colors in my season, the test drapes. Great. But I could look for a year before I find any one of those, and I'm not going to build a wardrobe out of 7 colors. Can you help me out here? The first thing you need is that ink on canvas palette, because it's your flyover, it's your entire presentation. It's a bit of a technical representation, but you get to see all your colors, how they work together. Well, not all your colors. You have thousands of colors. You'd need a wagon to carry the palette around if you had all your colors. It's a representation of them, and the color analyst shows you how to use them to find any color, whether any other color could slide into this palette or not. Well, it's kind of like when you update your phone or you get a new computer, you know that it can do more than you can at the beginning. It takes a little bit of time to learn how to use it, how to apply it to the things you buy, and your color analyst, again, is going to help you with that. With the luxury fabrics, you have got an incredible head start into understanding what each color of ink looks like in fabric, and how the color relationships happen. These are going to be examples of the colors that you're going to wear every day. So here's a picture of soft summer's colors. There's just a selection here. There are 15 in the set. They may vary a little bit, but you're always going to have a representation of all your colors. You'll see fabrics in colors that we don't test with, like purple. Wide variety of textiles and textures, and they have so many uses. There is a link in the description box below in the shop on my website called Using the Fabric Color Sets that goes through all the different applications for these colors. Although they're called luxury drapes, I am not looking for breathtaking when I put these colors together, partly because that could be different on every person in a season, or different on every person that you ask about which colors are breathtaking on you. I don't need to look spellbinding. Remember, I'm a function person. I need a wardrobe. I need to be able to choose makeup that works efficiently. I need to understand the system well enough that I can apply it to everything that I buy. As I mentioned to clients, don't think of this as 15 turtlenecks. They are anything and everything you wear. They're a watch strap, they're a stone in a necklace, they're a shoe, they're a purse. They can be a large area item if you want them to be, but be very flexible. Every color in outfits or what you wear does not have the same purpose or function. It doesn't occupy the same area. So be very flexible about how you imagine these working together. And it is helpful to have the neutral sets, because big parts of outfits or a wardrobe are going to be made in neutral colors. Those colors that kind of go with everything that are the backdrop for the colors. And there will be a link to the neutral fabric sets in the description box below as well. Stay open-minded too when you shop, that any of these colors could appear in any of the textiles in your kit or in the stores. Color and fabric are separate. Same as when you're looking at a hairstyle selection for a new hairstyle. You're not only looking at the pictures of styles in your hair color, you know the color's separate. Well, this is the same way. Keep the color and the fabric as two separate things. Here's a selection of light summer colors. Find these sets are outstanding for helping people to imagine those harder to picture colors. What does the warmer side of light summer red look like? What's the brighter side of light summer red look like before you've jumped into one of the winters? Soft summer yellow is a color that many people have trouble imagining. So you have an example here, and from that you can move down the strip in your color palette and imagine what the next yellow would look like. And remember, you can always look in the Pinterest boards for examples of all the colors. You may see shiny fabrics in the test drapes. They're being used for a different purpose with the test drapes. We're not looking for beauty. I'm not looking for beauty in those fabrics. I'm looking for technically very specific effects to happen. The analyst is watching for a response to certain types of reflectivity. Some seasons don't wear smooth ultra shine very well, and some of them have no problem with it. So in a technical situation, that's what shine's being used for. Here, shine is pure beauty, yes. It's also jewelry, and it is also shine in cosmetics. The luxury drapes are also looking around the borders of the season a little bit. How bright does soft autumn get before a color is out of balance with the other colors? What if you're between two seasons? Because seasons A is just going around a clock. It's just a progression from one to the next. And you love one of the neighbor's colors, or some of them. Some of them you know you wouldn't wear, but boy, some of them look like they would be just easy in your wardrobe and with you. How are you going to decide where the cutoff is? You're going to have both sets of colors, and you're going to be able to combine them and see with your own eyes what happens when the colors are still working together, and then when they tip off over the edge, and what you'll want to wear and what you won't want to wear. These colors are my interpretation of the SciArt-based season palettes. Your color system may have different names for the seasons, may have different colors in the seasons. I know that's frustrating for consumers, but it happens in every industry. You can't charge your phone with any charger. You got to stick with the same brand. This is the same way, but if you have an idea of what your color group is, this still may be useful to you to see what color harmony looks like and to go through your closet and know how to think about new colors coming in. I'm a person who sees beauty in overall presentation. We're marketed hair this way, eyes that way, lips this way, clothing some other way, and it's going to be different in 6 months. I don't believe in that. To me, what that looks like is a car. The doors are one color, the hood's another color, the interior is different color. You start wondering, is the engine going to turn over in this thing? What I want for you is to be the creative director of your own appearance. No more leaving that to anybody else and everybody else. You know what looks good on you. And with your color palette, with your season customized cosmetics, with your neutral fabric color kits, and now with your color kits, you are closer than ever before. From your questions come our answers. So in the comments, please ask me any question you would ask if I were standing in the room with you. And I look forward to reading your comments and answering your questions, and I look forward to seeing you next time.